Alright, everybody, welcome to episode 112 of the CosCast. Yay! I am, as always, your main host, Pixie Dust Cosplay, and with me I have my wonderful co-hosts,
Annabella Cosplay.
And Anastasia Cosplay.
If I sound a little tired today, it is because I am indeed very tired today, so bear with me if I am slightly more anemic than usual. So the main theme for today is Halloween.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Halloween 17.
Oh, that's so much stuff.
Yeah, that's a lot of noise.
Yeah. Probably was me.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
It was. Right. So we're going to be talking about Halloween stuff. and ghost hunting and lots of cool stuff.
I don't think anyone got what you said. I could only hear like noises and sneeze, and then I heard you say and lots of cool stuff. So I have no idea what you just said.
Yeah, well, I said the main theme for today is Halloween, so we're going to be talking about that and ghost hunting and lots of cool stuff.
Cool.
Yes, they're saying Gesundheit or Prosit in the chat. Cece just got in the door. Hey. Kim is here, Sarah's here, MJ is here, so hey guys.
Sarah says she loves the outfits, and I think that you are referring to my outfit. Of course, it's a onesie with pugs. So yeah.
I have one of those too.
I know.
It's adorable. I don't know. I just figured. I mean, we got home just a couple of hours ago, and I can't be bothered with makeup or anything heavy today, so I figured the heirs will have to do it.
I just took on a onesie and I was like, this have to do.
Yeah, you took it all out today.
Yeah.
I love it. Alright, so let's just get on to our usual segment. So the first one is cosplay progress. Have we been working on anything during the past week?
Oh, well, no. The reason for that is because I've been so busy with everything else, and I don't have time to make anything new, and I don't have time to make anything new the rest of the year, I think. So cosplay progress for me would probably be just, either that I bought something for a costume, and I don't remember if I have. I think I've looked at different costumes on eBay. I've looked at AKB 0048 costumes.
Me too.
I've looked at High School of the Dead costumes. I've looked at Lin Xiaoyu from Tekken, the gaming Tekken universe costumes. I've looked at Overwatch costumes. So yeah, that's probably all cosplay progress I've done.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've been thinking a lot, planning mentally what I'm going to be doing as soon as I can afford to buy stuff and have the time to actually sit down and make stuff. But I've also been eBay, window shopping, okay, I think maybe my next costume will have to be a bot costume because I just don't have the energy or the time right now to start on a new big project.
No, I need to just find something that I really, really want to do. Because right now I'm just there's a bunch of things that I could, sure, I could do that. But there's nothing really that I really want and really have to do. So
I have so many, I've lost count. I recently started watching Akatsuki no Yona, which is Yona of the Dawn, which I really, really like. So now I want to do a Yona costume. So, I mean, the list just keeps getting longer and longer and longer. And I still want to do High School of the Dead and AKB and Percy and Valeth.
Yes.
So
but I do have a long list of things I want to do, but there's nothing that really stands out. That was all I wanted to say.
Yeah.
That was my point.
Kim says, "Oh my pugsies, love it." Cece says, let's cosplay from Cats.
Kim, have you seen my Christmas dress for Christmas? Also with pugs.
It's so nice. So cute.
Sure.
I mean, you gotta have fun, right? That's important. Tonya, have you been working on anything lately? No. Okay. Now, to be honest, we're having a little bit of a break time right now. We just low on energy and low on time, and there's just so many things to do. So, hopefully soon, though, we'll have.
We're
progress.
having a blue Sunday.
Blue Sunday. I feel 80 years old, like physically. Seriously.
Well, either 80 years old or 18, because we have not been out drinking and partying. So this is like, I did the same like when I was way younger, way back in the time. When I cared about partying, now I just want to sit at home.
We're pathetic. Is what we are.
All right.
All right, moving on. We have nothing to share here. Nothing to share.
Ronny, it's not a Christmas sweater. It's a dress. It's my Christmas Eve dress. Okay, there, I'm done.
Yes. Sunniva is the crazy pug lady, not the crazy cat lady. Living Turquoise says.
Not denying it.
Not denying it. No, I'm the crazy cat lady without the cat. I need a cat in my life.
You're just a crazy lady.
Oh, well, yes, that too.
Yeah, because you like the cat.
Yeah.
Yes, just crazy lady in general. Okay, so let's move into cosplay news. I think that's let's not spend any more time on progress. I'm sorry, I'm so out of it today. I'm so tired, you guys. I can barely string a sentence together. It's rough, okay? It's really bad. It's so bad. Okay, so
Ranira was saying, did Anita bring the spirit of an elderly woman home from the ghost hunt, maybe? Possession.
Yeah, that's not entirely,
impossible? No.
Because there was actually supposed to be an older lady at the site. So
that's true. But we'll talk more about that later. Okay, now I can start with the fact I got a job finally. Just took me like 1.5 years or so. So I'll be working as a trainee for a company that does social innovation. So I'll be working on different projects that will be trying to help young adults getting into work faster and helping them find their talents and things like that. I'll be posting a little bit more about that later as I go, but it's a trainee position and it's only project based, so it's not a full-time steady job, but maybe I'll be able to retain a steady position at some point. So I'm just really happy that I finally have a job.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
I will have an income that I can live off of. Yes. Oh, thank you guys in the chat. I really appreciate it. Right. So the first bit of news, or rather, it's more of fun stuff. I found this amazing comic on Geek X Girls, which I'm going to just screen share here for you guys. It's a comic of Belle. She's in the Enchanted Castle. And she asks Lumiere and Clocksworth, so you all were turned into objects in the castle, pretty much. Does that mean everything is a person? And then you hear, hey, baby, why don't you come over here? It's the toilet talking. And have a seat. Slurp, 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 slurp. And then you just cut to Belle just riding away like, no, not dealing with this. And they just scream, wait, come back. Shit. And I nearly died because the look on the face of that toilet nearly killed me. So, you guys need to just check this out. It's amazing. It's just, it's stupid and weird and terrible, but it was still hilarious to me, so.
Yeah, to you.
Okay, the next.
I'm like, to me, it's like, it's funny, but you're like, I nearly died.
Yeah.
I'm Wow, really?
Just the expression on the face of that toilet really got to me.
Oh, that's a sentence I'm not gonna forget anytime soon.
The next piece of news was this. This is for you, Tonya, because you love World of Warcraft a lot. So this is a really, really great World of Warcraft cosplay with real owls and stuff. So it's I think it's Tiran the Whisperwind, and I just
I might have seen it. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'm screen sharing it now.
Yeah,
So it's
I follow that one.
Yeah, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, she makes a lot of gorgeous cosplays from Blizzard and World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
She and her bee boyfriend.
Yeah. Narga is her cosplay name.
Yeah. She and her boyfriend has done, I think it's her boyfriend.
Some dude.
Some dude.
They share a cosplay page on Facebook. They also have made like the Lich King and Jaina.
Cool. Yeah. So people should check that out, Narga, if you're curious. Also, I have direct links to all the news items up on the Facebook page already, so you can just go and find it there if you want to read or look at things and stuff. Next up, since Halloween is, still a thing, and people have been celebrating already, but it's not really until Tuesday, I think. Yeah. So here I found a collection of 10 scary stories to fuck you up at night, just because we love you all. Mm-hmm. So this is a collection of scary stories that have been put together via a scary story contest that they had running on Jezebel.com recently. So if you're curious and if you need some reading material, you can find some really creepy ass stories on this page. So enjoy. But don't come crying to me if, they scare the shit out of you, because I can't deal with that.
I have a few things I just want to say, since this is not only cosplay news and it's just cosplay and geeky news in general.
Yeah.
Destiny 2 has just been released, and Destiny's a cool game, and I think that this is going to be a game that a lot of people's gonna start playing again. So
yeah,
if you're a Destiny fan, go play Destiny because it's a cool game. I really want to play it, but I don't have the time for new games. Well, that's a lie, because I just bought a bunch of new games, but I don't have time for another one.
You're saving your games.
That's not the only game that's been released quite recently. Another one, Super Mario...
Odyssey?
Yeah, Odyssey. It's supposedly like the Super Mario on Nintendo 64, where you go into a 3D world instead of 2D, and it's supposedly, according to my boyfriend, has gotten like almost perfect gaming reviews.
Cool.
And of course, Stranger Things 2.
Yes.
Just aired on Netflix.
It had the premiere on the 27th of October, and we have been binging it today before the show, just after we got home and had time to shower and tidy and make dinner and stuff. So,
and I'm just gonna say that no one is allowed to even say anything. Not even if you're happy, not even if you're sad, nothing.
No spoilers.
I don't want to hear a word. If someone just says anything more than Stranger Things is back, anything more than that, I'm gonna leave. And I'm gonna close the computer and I'm never coming back.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't watched it yet.
No,
me neither.
We're not done. I think we're in episode 7, maybe.
Yeah, stop.
Yeah.
You're treading in dangerous
paths,
Missy.
I'm not gonna say anything
All you
more.
said to destroy Star Wars to me was,
I cried.
I was like, fuck you.
It's not my fault that we know each other so well. Seriously. No, but okay. So the next piece of news is that one of my articles is now up on thenerddaily.com, because I'm a journalist now, somewhat. It's unpaid, but I'm a journalist, so it counts.
Of course it does.
Yes. So I wrote like a hype piece about what NaNoWriMo is all about and how people can participate, and why NaNoWriMo exists in the first place. So if you're interested in learning more about this phenomenon, you can go check out my article at the Nerd Daily. It's easy to find. It's featured on the top of the page, so you just click yourself into the article and you'll find it. Right, enough tooting of my own horn.
Also, I have some sort of interesting news. Last week, I think, well, almost 2 weeks ago, a friend of mine who works in a newspaper back in Tromsø, my hometown, she sent me a message and was like, hey, do you know any cosplayers in Tromsø? I was like, no, not really. And I just tried to find some people, and I found like a few people for her to interview. She also did an interview with me, and she wrote an article in the local newspaper, a 4-page spread, which was in the Saturday version of the newspaper, aka yesterday, and it actually turned out pretty good. Sadly, the internet version is only a paid version, so... But hey, that's what local news are. They need money too. But I just thought that was a bit cool. And I did mention the CosCast, and yeah, it was a nice article. I'm happy with it.
Awesome. It looked really nice. You showed me a picture of it on your phone earlier, and it was a huge article. It was like, what, 4 pages?
Yes.
So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Plenty of news. Yay.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Also, the Euro Cosplay Championships went down this weekend at the MCM Comic-Con Expo in London. And Ingrid Beast was competing as a representative for Norway. Sadly, we did not place in the top 3. But we do know who did, if you guys are interested. I'm going to screen share that now. So first place went to Finland, to a cosplayer called Mary All-Nighter. And this, I think it is a Roxy cosplay from the movie the movie version of the musical Chicago. So congratulations. Looks like a lot of beating went into this one.
One should think.
Yes. Second place went to this one, I believe. Which is a cosplayer from Estonia who made a cosplay based off of a manga, and the character was called Amida, I think, or Amira. I'm not sure.
Might be. I don't know. I don't know.
No, but the details are gorgeous in this one. There's just so much embroidery. It's crazy.
We did not watch the live stream,
No.
sadly, because we were busy doing other stuff. But
Yep.
I guess if anyone out there in the chat knows
Yeah.
a bit more than we do, feel free to just...
Lardasil is
correct
the name
us.
of the cosplayer who won second place. And third place went to this May costume, which was made by Takami Cosplay from Latvia.
Yes.
So cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
that is one
amazing.
of my favorite May skins in Overwatch.
It's super cute.
Yes. I have it on my May.
Because May is Bay.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that was maybe all the news I had this week. So I figure we'll just jump straight into to the main theme of the evening. We'll start out a little bit slow before we go into the real exciting stuff, which is the ghost hunting things. And let's see. Yeah, so let's start out. It's Halloween soon. What is our favorite thing about Halloween? What do we like
Dressing
about it? Easily. We're cosplayers. That was not a hard one, really.
Well, the thing is with Halloween, it's sort of expectations. I remember last year I went to a Halloween party, and all the people who was there know that I am a cosplayer. And they had really, really high expectations for my costume. And my costume was just like, I basically dressed up as Kurt Cobain, which was just a flannel shirt, and I just had like a painted, really badly done beard and dirty hair. That's what I did. So people were like, seriously? I've seen your pictures. Is this your costume? They were like disappointed. And it's like, I don't want pressure on Halloween. I would just want to have a chill time.
Yeah. Because, I mean, one thing is making a costume for a convention, but on Halloween, you go out to, people go out to drink, or they go to parties, and you don't want to bring a very fancy, expensive costume out to a party and risk it being ruined, or, you know, get beer or wine or whatever spilled on it.
That Canard
and Crick's Design.
Yeah.
No, they go all out. They really love Halloween.
Yes.
They're super talented. I always love what they do for Halloween.
It looks amazing. I'm like, what?
Rudai says, I've never really celebrated Halloween, so I don't kind of get the point of it. Well, I mean, modern Halloween doesn't really have a point to it besides, hey, let's party and eat lots of candy and dress up.
The thing is that it's as we know Halloween now, it is just another American holiday, because that's all the things that we've taken from it. It's, you know, kids have to buy costumes and they go around asking for candy. That's basically it. But that's not how it started at all. But it's like we don't have that culture here. We just adopted something that we found cool. And, you know, it's like, I find the concept of Halloween cool, but I agree. I sort of agree with you as well.
Yeah, no, I don't see much of a point to it. It's just fun. That's all it is to me. Like,
yeah,
I like the story of you talked a little bit about the origin of Halloween at during this weekend.
Yes, I did. I actually did have a talk or a lecture or whatever, and I just talked about like general how ghosts have how we sort of look upon ghosts as a phenomenon now, like the sheets and the holes for eyes, and how Halloween has started and things like that, just very general. Not very like spooky or not in a spooky spiritualistic way, but just like facts from actual history and religion.
Yeah, I thought it was a really interesting lecture talk thing that you did. I felt like I learned stuff.
Well, that's cool. I just tried to not make it too hard. But the thing with Halloween is that it's a mixture from different cultures, and a mixture of I don't know. It actually started in Europe, and then when the Spaniards took over South America, they just pulled together two holidays that the South American Indians had from beforehand, and they just merged those two, and then it just became Halloween after that.
And then there's the Celtic version of it.
That's the start of it all. The Samhain thing, which is what Halloween actually originated from. So that's where the Christians got their All Hallows Eve, or All Saints Day, it's called.
Yeah.
Which merged with Day of the Dead from the South American belief system. But I'm not going to go into that. If anyone want to talk to me about like stuff like that after, I can gladly do it, because, you know, I know things. I like to Google.
Yeah, it's very fun. Yeah. And
also, did people have fun at Halloween?
Yeah, we want to know.
By the way, we want to know.
It looked like people were having fun.
Yes, and the cakes. So good.
Cake. I want cake right now, to be honest. There was, I think, was it Cece that said that a lot of non-cosplayers are really excited about Halloween because it's like their only chance to like dress up. Whereas to us, it's we do it so many times during the year that Halloween isn't maybe as special to us now.
It's more like a convention with a theme.
Yeah, I guess. Convention day with a theme.
Yeah.
Spoopy things. And of course, a lot of people love Halloween because that's when all the horror films are, you know, are being shown on TV, or Like, I really love The Addams Family and The Nightmare Before Christmas and things like that. So I always feel like watching those kinds of movies when October rolls by.
But Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas film.
I know, but there's Halloween in it too. It's like a double whammy. You can watch it both times.
Yeah, but Halloween is over.
Still, so it counts. They're in Halloween Town.
Sure.
Yeah. Jack is the king of Halloween.
All those, movies like, for instance, the Sleepy Hollow. It's fun to watch.
Edward Scissorhands is actually pretty good for Halloween too, even though it also features Christmas a lot.
For Halloween, I need to see The Grudge, The Conjuring, The Ring, One Missed Call. That is one of my favorite movies. One Missed Call is great. I used to have that as my ringtone for my phone forever. So great.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the new version of it yet, and I really want to do it because I've heard that it's good. I really want to see it, but I don't go to the movies really. So, and one of my favorite movies, one of those movies that I've just felt that I have to watch now is probably because The Walking Dead is back on the TV screen. But I really want to watch 28 Days Later. And
28 Days Later is really good.
It is very good. And I want to watch Dawn of the Dead because that is one of my favorite zombie movies ever. And Phil Dunphy is in it, and he plays an asshole. So
I can never see that guy as an asshole ever again because he is Phil Dunphy to me.
I know. So it's gonna be One Missed Call, the Japanese one, True, Live in Turquoise. So true.
I know. I mean, I used to watch a lot more scary movies when I was younger, but I'm such a scaredy cat, and I'm just so old. My poor fragile heart can't take it. I need to hide behind pillows or have someone to like wrap myself around when I watch scary movies because it's horrible for me. How about you, Tonya? Do you watch scary movies?
On occasions, of course, if I have built up, certain expectations beforehand that this is going to be a shit scary movie, then I most likely will pretend to be asleep.
I remember one time, me and another girl at the same age as me, we were both staying over at my best friend's place. We were 3 girls staying there. I think we were maybe 12 or 13 years old, not too old, but not too young either. And my friend's mother and the other friend's mother, both of them were friends, and they were out at the town drinking or partying. They were not home, they were out doing something. So we were gonna stay at home alone for many hours, and they were not supposed to get home until really late that evening. So what we 3 girls did, we went down to the store or the kiosk and we rented a movie. The 3rd girl, she was like, yes, let's rent Blair Witch Project 2 because that's the one that's scary. I was like, meh. And my best friend was like, no, we can't rent that movie. It's gonna be so scary. We can't do it. We ended up renting it. We ended up watching it. What happened? Well, I was still like, meh. My best friend, who was scared, didn't really think the movie was scary at all. She just thought it was stupid. But the tough one, the tough girl, she laid in bed crying because she was so scared. We had to call her mother, and she was just, crying her eyes out because she was just thinking all the worst scenarios in the world. So it's scary movies can really, really fuck you up.
Yeah,
but
and they can. I mean, I think
expectations, they are important.
I think my favorite used to be The House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah,
I used to like that one because it was scary, but it was also really stupid at the same time.
That's the one with the teenagers, right?
No, there are lots of strangers are gathered at a house, and all they've gotten is like an invitation to a party, and they don't know anything about each other. And there's like this rich guy who like hosts the party and tells them that whoever can survive the night wins something or whatever. I don't really remember.
There is a movie like this on Netflix as well that sounds just like it, but it's a bit different. But it sounds just like it, and that one is really bad. It's so bad that it's hilarious. It's like you have to watch it just because of the subtitles, because the subtitles are so bad.
Well, I kind of enjoy really bad horror movies, but I think the one that scared me the most is The Descent. I have such issues with that movie, and it's probably because I'm claustrophobic and scared of the dark. And that movie is mostly in claustrophobic spaces and in complete darkness. Right. So it freaks me out to no end.
Yeah. Living Turquoise is saying that I feel weird. I have to always watch a cozy movie or a Disney movie after watching
I do the same thing.
Movie. And that's logical because your brain kind of focuses on whatever you saw the last, so.
Yeah. No, I have kind of a veto. We can't watch scary movies too late in the evening because I need to either have time to have like a palate cleanser afterwards so that I can actually sleep, or we need to watch it early in the day when it's not dark and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Good night, Video Die.
Yeah, good night.
It's fine. If you're too tired, you're allowed to go to bed.
It's
That's
okay.
Fine. It's completely fine.
Himedetta says, my classmates watched The Snowman last week, said it was the worst film they'd ever seen.
Yeah, but I don't think it's because it's scary, but it's just because it's a bad movie.
Probably.
That's what I've heard, at least.
I probably won't see it unless it like pops up on Netflix or something. I usually don't go for that kind of.
Shall we move on that questions, maybe?
Yeah, we should. We've been spending enough time on it.
Okay. Yeah, we ended up just talking about movies. Right?
Yeah, but it's one of our favorite things about Halloween, so it counts.
True.
Yeah.
Also candy and pumpkins.
Yes.
Pumpkins. Yes, I love pumpkins. And whenever I see a black cat, I'm like, yeah! Especially in October. I love October month.
I've seen a lot of black cats actually this month.
Yes.
A lot of them. No, I love pumpkins too. I usually buy a pumpkin so I can carve it just because I think it's fun. But I haven't done it this year just because I'm saving my money and haven't had the time. And
Yes.
All right. Right. So, do we have any plans for the actual Halloween day?
No, I'm gonna go to work. I'm first gonna go to school, then I'm gonna go to work. And a friend of mine is staying over at my place from Thursday to Friday, so I have to clean. That's my plans.
Oh, Living Turquoise says, The Descent. Got scared by my backpack during watching that movie for the first time. I touched it and it fell hard on the ground during the most tense scenes.
Oh yeah, that would scare anyone, I would presume.
Yeah. No. Okay. Now I have no plans for that day. I'm just nervous because it's the day before the 1st of November, which means that I have to start writing a novel on Wednesday. I'm terrified. So I'm thinking about tomorrow evening. I'll probably do like a pre-NaNoWriMo live stream because I said I would live stream every Monday and Thursday throughout November. And so since the 1st of November isn't until Wednesday, I'm going to start early tomorrow and just like talk about what I've been planning and what I'll be doing and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. So tomorrow evening, folks, keep watch. It'll probably be around 8 o'clock because I need to come home from work and eat dinner and stuff. And I'll put up links. So yeah, we're not doing anything. And we haven't been to any parties because we didn't have any time. So, but I've been noticing that a lot of people have been partying during the weekend now because obviously who's going to party on a Tuesday? Not a lot of people. Okay, so I have a fun question here, or I think it might be fun. What do you predict, or what do you think has been the most popular Halloween costumes this year? Because last year it was definitely Harlequin. Definitely.
Well, the thing is, I don't really know, like, because it's hard for me to say what's going to be the most popular costume, because when you're sort of in the cosplay community, you get to see so many different things. So what normal people would wear at Halloween, I don't know. Like a slutty policewoman? I don't know.
I'm guessing zombies.
Maybe.
I think that Pennywise is going to be very popular. Like Pennywise or Pennywise-inspired clown costumes, I think we might end up seeing a lot of those.
Yeah,
in pictures.
we have already seen a lot of those before Halloween too.
Yeah.
But yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm just
Probably.
thinking zombies because I've seen on Facebook and some of my other, friends have been partying, and then they are, somewhat zombie-ish, like.
Maybe. I like Cecilia's answer. Slytherins.
Yes, Slytherins.
That one's cool. But it seems like people in the chat also predicted Pennywise, and I really would applaud Hemedera because she said Pennywise before we got the chance to say it. Even though we saw it in the chat after we've talked about it, but
Yeah, cause lag.
Cause
Yes.
lag. Yeah. But Cece says, I don't think there's going to be a costume as big as Harley this year. No, I agree.
No.
Harley was like an exception to the rule, I suppose.
it was. And nothing bad about like to Harlequin cosplayers or people dressing up as Harlequin, but the thing is with Halloween is that it's a lot of the costumes that's for women are often overly sexualized.
Yeah.
And this was a costume that was from a very popular character who also happens to have a sexy costume, and that's fine. But I think that also helped on, its popularity.
Yeah.
And also the hype of the movie, of course.
Yeah. I think it's also easy to, to pull off that costume because all you need are some booty shorts and that top and a bat and,
You're good to go.
Yeah, you're pretty
Maybe
much
the hair,
good to go.
though.
Yeah. But you could either just, dip dye your own hair if you're blonde or buy a wig because that wig was everywhere.
Sorry for confusing your thing, Cecilia,
Yeah.
but it was a great thing.
Yeah. What I kind of like is that whole response that's been going on. Like, it's that because there are like sexy anything, like sexy or slutty police officer, sexy slutty nurse or whatever. I really like that there are like stupid sexy costumes now, like sexy ketchup bottle or sexy pizza, or just it's so ridiculous. I feel like it's making fun of the whole slutty sexy trope.
Yeah, it sort of is. It's sort of funny too. And also, you could wear like a sexy carrot with leggings underneath. It wouldn't, change anything. It just you don't have to wear like, I don't know what I was supposed to say.
No.
Fishnets.
Yeah, exactly, fishnets. Yeah, no, I've
It
never worn
becomes whatever you
fishnets.
make it to yourself, I would say.
Sexy Ebola nurse.
Oh, so sexy.
Yes, very.
That actually exists.
Oh
yes.
wow. Oh wow. That is that's interesting. I've also seen a lot of like sugar skull things.
Yeah.
And also the whole like optical illusion paintings where like you have big mouths with teeth and things.
Those are cool too. They have had there's a few of those that has gone viral earlier this year, so
Yeah.
that's probably why too. Cool.
Living Turquoise says, is there a sexy pizza costume? Yes, that's actually a thing I found on the internet a while back. Sexy pizza. Radinov says, my favorite is sexy zombie bumblebee.
try to Google sexy Halloween.
Pizza.
Pizza.
See what I get.
Yes. Link it to me. I can screen share it with our viewers so they can see the glory of the sexy pizza.
And also, Jenna Marbles, last week she posted a video, or maybe it was the week before that, I don't remember. But she has recently posted a video where she tries out stupid costumes on her dogs.
Yeah,
like
I
Halloween
saw.
costumes for dogs. And it's really entertaining. So if you want to like just see some weird costumes that's not on dogs, then go watch her videos.
Oh my god, there's not only sexy pizza.
No, there's a lot of stuff. There's a sexy carrot. There's also like
it's sexy, you know. What is it? Fries and hamburger.
Yeah, there's a sexy anything costume. I kid you not.
A sexy pizza costume. How does it work? Well, Anita's gonna screen share it, and you'll see.
Yeah.
There you go.
Danke. I'm gonna open it and screen share it for you guys.
I agree, Himedara. That video was great.
Okay, let's see. Just gonna put it in the right
Sexy watermelon. Sexy house pizza. Sexy McDonald's.
All right, let's see. Just gonna move that over here.
Yeah, especially when Marbles kind of falls asleep in those costumes. I have no idea what Jenna Marbles' dog does, but there's a lot of jokes over the internet that he's really dead.
Oh,
He's really not, but it's just because he always just stands there. He doesn't do anything.
but this is apparently how sexy pizza and sexy fries and a sexy burger looks, and I think that's a cookie, or supposed to be a cookie on the side there. I don't know what that is.
It looks like a cookie.
It's so stupid.
Well, I would love to see it like an actual
pizza slice.
Triangle.
I have seen a actual sexy pizza triangle. I'm going to see if I can find that.
Because these are just like mini dresses.
What? Sexy Osama costume?
What?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of sort of.
I mean, I'll just post you this link so you can just watch all them sexies.
Well, if there's everything that exists that you can put sexy in front of, there's probably a costume for it.
Yes.
Already.
Okay, I've got one.
I know.
Here we go.
Sexy Tigger costume.
Now, isn't this a thing of beauty? I mean, what the fuck, even? Just, what the fuck? Let's see. I think there are more here. Like, this. This is apparently sexy turtle or Godzilla. More sexy pizza.
Sexy wine bottle. Sexy taco.
I like those pizza when you really see that it's a pizza slice.
Yeah, me too.
So, like, you could have leggings underneath it and it would look completely normal, but if you put, fishnets, it's gonna be sexy. Yeah, such politically correct. I agree with you, Danilo. That's what I thought as well.
Yes, very politically
But,
correct.
yeah, Sahara Sara says pizza equals sexy. True, I agree.
Yes, pizza is always sexy.
If you can go out on a date and your date is like, let's have a salad, I'm like, not true, but sort of.
Sexy cockroach. Sexy frying pan. Sexy poop.
Oh, you've chosen a very fine moment to join the live stream. We're going through ridiculous sexy costumes. It's just
like Halloween costumes.
Yes.
That is.
we recently screen shared sexy pizza, so yeah. Sorry you missed out on that piece of internet gold. But you can Google it.
Just Google sexy pizza costume.
Yeah.
And you get all them sexy costumes.
Yeah, you will be delighted or appalled
So let's make next year's popular Harlequin cosplay moment, no, costume moment, into the sexy pizza year.
Yeah, next year, sexy pizza year. Who's game?
Yeah. Oh Lord, Ravary, I agree.
Yes. Oh Lord. Okay, moving on. So let's move on from generic Halloween and talk about our own Halloween celebration. We went to the very first ghost hunting convention in Norway ever.
Yes. We did.
Yeah. So, but let's just, before we move further, what is a ghost hunting convention? Sunniva, maybe you want to talk about that since you helped organize it?
Yeah, well, I didn't really help that much. I just, sort of helped. No. Well, the group that I'm in is called Norwegian Ghost Hunters. And earlier this year, we collaborated with a Swedish ghost hunting team called Laxen Ghost Hunters. They collaborates with some Swedish YouTubers that's really big on YouTube, and we help them get entrance to Lyster Sanatorium, which is a sanatorium in Norway. They played an episode for their channel there, and we got a lot of a lot of people contacted us after that, and we thought that, hey, it might be fun to sort of connect all the different ghost hunting teams in Norway. And since we have gotten such good connection with the Swedish team, why don't we invite Swedish teams in as well? So we hosted a convention for ghost hunters and also other people who's just generally interested in ghosts, I presume. I don't know. And we had the convention at a hotel in Ludvig called Trudvang Gästgård, which does have a history of ghosts, and there's a lot of reports of ghosts there. The owner and the woman who runs the place, they are both interested in the phenomena, and also they like having them there. There's nothing malicious, nothing scary, nothing bad really, but it's just interesting. So the idea behind the whole thing is just to combine all the different teams. We could look on what sort of equipment everyone uses, share stories, and share how we do things, and just make it a bit more open, because it's not really competitive. It's like the cosplay community. It should be open. It shouldn't be all men on their own,
No, I think it's really fun. It was an interesting experience for me, seeing as I'm not really a ghost hunter. Kim says, I really need to get into ghost hunting. I am so down with that.
It is a lot of fun.
It was very fun. All right, so we went there on Friday after work, and then we came home this afternoon, approximately. So we spent the entire weekend at Trudvang Gästgård. We helped organize some stuff, and then we got to ghost hunt a little bit on our own and do some live streaming on Instagram, which was very fun. So I guess the next question is, did we experience anything supernatural or weird? And what did we do while we were there?
A lot of stuff that the way that we do things is that we don't use any mediums. We don't use people who have special powers, because the way that we work is that we want to document things the best way possible. That's just the basis of what we do. Of course, you can have a personal experience, and that's fine. But the thing with personal experiences and spiritualism and the Ouija boards and stuff like that is that you can't really document it very well, at least. So for us, if we hear a noise, sure, it can be a sign of something paranormal, but it doesn't really have to be something paranormal. If you hear just one tapping sound, it could be whatever. So when we walk around, when you're experiencing, have done it a lot of times like me, it's not that scary. So I think it would be interesting for you guys to just tell what you think and in your experiences. Because to me, it was just a normal night at the work.
Yeah, like this is what I do for a hobby, bitches. No, I mean, for me, I sort of want to believe in ghosts, and I kind of don't want to believe in ghosts, so I'm very torn about it. I have an ambivalent relationship with ghosts and spirits. I think it's super interesting. Like, I've always been into, like, reading about it and researching it, and anything that is paranormal or supernatural, I think is really, really interesting. Like, I used to check out weird books at the library as a kid, and the librarians would always ask me, "Are you sure you're old enough to be reading this?" I was like, "Yes, I am very sure."
And then you rolled your eyes back in your head and you
like,
started mumbling in tongue. No.
Yeah, no. Luckily not. No, so I thought the whole experience was really cool. We didn't really get a lot of activity on Saturday, but on Friday I thought was really interesting because we went up into a cold, dark attic, and my hubby was with us, and he just had this feeling like if we put the REM pod, which is like a device that catches electromagnetic interference, if we put it in that corner, maybe something will happen, because I have a feeling that someone's sitting there who's not really supposed to be here. And I was like, okay, fine, sure. And the minute we put that box in that corner, it starts going off and blinking and making noises, and I was like, shit, what the fuck is this? What's going on? But it wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. I thought I would be shit scared, like nervous and, just heart pounding wildly, but it wasn't that bad. I was nervous a couple of times, but nothing more than that.
Yeah, but the thing is, what you expect when you don't have done this before, when you walk around in the darkness, you always expect the worst.
Yeah, for sure.
And the first times you do it, you expect that you will see the girl from the ring. You expect that you will see a person floating and tossing you through the air, and you expect that someone will come and pull your hair and you'll get scratches, but it doesn't really happen. I've never experienced anything like that.
No.
Ever. And I have been to the worst places.
Yeah, you have, for sure.
I have.
I mean, I'm terrified of ghosts. I'm terrified of the dark. So I believe in them even though I kind of don't want to. I'm terrified. So I think part of me has just turned itself off to the possibility of seeing or feeling things like that too deeply. Like, I'm not very open to it because I'm so scared of ghosts.
Yeah. What about you, Tonya?
Yeah.
Well, before this ghost hunting convention, I've always been open to the possibility of there existing ghosts, because I mean, I have experienced some things during my life as kid and as what's called juvenile or something, and yeah, it's been things that I can't really explain. I mean, I've read or seen some theories on it, but still, it affected me in such a way that I mean, yeah, I just want to believe that there's something after this life as well, because I really cannot wrap my head around that me, when I die, is gone, just gone. I mean, I have to, go somewhere, because I mean, I'm like, I'm not just my body. I'm just. It's hard to explain, really, but yeah. And of course, growing up, I've also been scared of ghosts due to scary movies and such. But I'm a bit more grown up now, I think, so I'm not just afraid of the dark and ghost as I used to be. So I was like going to this convention thinking I want to experience something that lets me, confirm my beliefs, that there are something more, that there are, yeah, something more that I can't explain, but that I can feel and maybe even touch or see. I didn't have any expectations that I would see anything at all, because, if I were to expect too much, then I would just be disappointed if nothing happened.
But it's so rare. It is so rare to see anything.
Yeah.
I've experienced to see something, but I can talk about that later if you want to just continue your story.
Yeah, and I did actually, experience stuff at this place that I can't really explain, because I really don't know. I mean, I can, try to rationalize and say, oh, it's just my body acting up or something. Because when we were down in the basement in some what's the word?
Yeah, it was like a storage room, a small storage room.
Yeah. But at the first one, where all the mess were, I mean, a big room with lots of furniture.
Oh yeah,
stuff like that.
The big one.
Yeah. I remember that I felt some kind of a pressure between my voice cord and this this area. I felt something pressuring against my windpipe, making it harder to breathe. And I was like standing there and really feeling this, and I was like, oh, please stop it, because it's not pleasant. And nothing really happened other than that I felt this pressure. It's just like if I were to press my fingers a little bit into this, and I will feel some discomfort. And once I moved away from that spot I was standing, the pressure subsided. Not because if I could rationalize it, then I could rationalize that I was thinking, if I move away from this spot, it will be okay. But I wasn't thinking anything like that. I was just like moving, and then I, felt that the pressure was gone. And later, when we were in the smaller space in the same basement, I could feel, a chill in the air around my hands. And it was so weird, because it wasn't any other places than around my hands. And I could feel chills going up and down my body, as I realized that also Sunniva could feel those chills, or the cold spots.
Yeah, it was based around Tanya's hands. It was just like really just around them, not underneath, not over, but just around them. The thing with this room is that there's no air conditioning, there's no windows. It's just a small, all squared room.
It's kind of a warm room too. It wasn't cold in there because there are pipes with water running through them that keeps it warm in there.
Yeah. So that was really, really cool.
It was, and I mean, like, so you guys felt it, and I was like, okay, I'm going to try to like feel around Tanya's hands, and I felt nothing, and I was so disappointed. Because usually I'm freezing cold all the time, and throughout the entire stay, except for when we were in the attic, I felt nothing. I was like, I feel almost temperate, which was weird.
If we've left you alone down there, that might have changed.
Yeah, but that I would be alone in a dark cellar by myself. I would be freaked out.
And also that is one of the rules when you do ghost hunting. You don't put people down in a place just to frighten them. The worst thing you can do is run, because that's when you can get hurt. If you start running because you panic, that's when you actually can get hurt, because you can stumble on things, you can run into things. They've had people tripping over stuff and smacking their heads and things. Not because they've been running or anything, just because they haven't really seen where they've been going. But things might have turned out bad if you've had run. So we don't put people at places where there's a potential.
No, I mean, the only reason why I was down in that cellar or up in that attic to begin with is because you guys were there. There is no chance in hell, not even a no, never. I would never be there on my own. I am terrified of the dark.
Yeah.
I used to be, but I'm not anymore.
And the thing is that after that cold experience and chills, we went to get some medium.
Yeah, a medium.
Just to let him just check out the same area, and he said that there were children's imprints there, not actual ghosts. But he said that told me that if I could just touch the wall besides where I felt chills and stuff, and just focus, then I might feel those imprints myself. And I tried, and at first I didn't feel anything. I just felt this is kind of awkward, but I'll just try to focus and not think about anything really. And I mean, at first I was like, I can feel my stomach growling or something. I can feel my bowels. Okay, let's not think about that. And stuff like that. And then suddenly I could feel something. It's not a touch or anything, but that my head grew heavy. That almost that there was something pressuring my head down without any feel of touch. And then suddenly I could feel like a jolt through my torso, and I just instinctively reacted like, what was that? And I didn't think anything about it, what it was or something, and it didn't really hurt, just a jolt through my body. And I touched the wall again, and I could feel behind my eyelids, because I kept my eyes closed, that there were tears pressing behind my eyelids. I wasn't sad or anything. I just felt the, water flow or something. This was quite strange.
Yeah, it was an eventful weekend for you, for sure. You had a lot of experiences.
Yeah. The thing is, like, this is a personal experience, and personal experiences, they are just as much true as a experience that everyone else has. It's just that it's so hard to just make people get what you experienced,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a bit weird, because this guy that we brought with us to the cellar, we didn't really tell him anything about where we were going, what we had experienced in there, or what anyone else down there had experienced prior at the evening, because I was down there earlier with someone else who had the same kind of experiences as you did. So the thing that I find really funny is that there's 3 different people at the same place complaining about the same kind of things without really talking to each other about it beforehand. And that's kind of cool.
Yeah. No, it was fun. So the question is, would we want to do it again?
Well, for me, yes.
I would definitely go and do it again to see if I can feel anything similar or maybe new things.
Yeah, no, I thought the whole scientific way to like research it was really interesting, with the K2 meters and the REM pods and spirit boxes and all that kind of stuff was pretty cool. And my hubby liked it too, so he wanted to let you know that he would like to participate in the future if you guys ever have any events that he can join in on.
Of course.
He's interested.
That's cool.
So yeah, no, it was interesting, absolutely. But I need to be mentally prepared to go back in to do it again, because I get very riled up very easily. So I scare myself more than anything else.
Yeah, but
I
also
think.
this is a thing that you kind of do in the start as well.
Mm.
I remember because I was we had a lot of other people with us too who wasn't experienced, who was just normal people there to be at the event. I remember I had a group with me, and they were just sitting there, and we were all quiet, and they were, you know, all on edge. I was relaxed, and I just leaned myself on like a big um, like on a stair. You have this thing that you can hold your hand on when you walk down, so you don't tumble. I don't know what it's called, but
A railing.
yeah, it's like a big like made out of wood railing thing, and I just leaned upon it, and it made like the hugest crack sound throughout the building. And all my group were like, they jumped, they got so freaked out and scared. I was like, no, it was just me, me.
Oh, we terrified some other people. When we were in the attic, we came out of the room we were in, and there were some other people in another part of the attic, and then we talked amongst ourselves, and then they were like, did you guys hear those voices? And then Sunniva went to open the door and say, hey guys, it's just us. And this one guy that was sitting right on the other side of the door got so scared he jumped.
The thing is, I talked to them after this event, and they just said to me that, like, no, we didn't hear you. We had a session with the spirit box thing. So I don't know. I just, a coincidence. They thought they heard us or something. I don't know. But yeah, it was funny.
Living Turquoise says, I have to say the Halloween family Adam's family video was so funny and good. Thank you. He died of the funny faces that Sunniva made when she was dancing on Tonya. Yes. And kudos to Tonya, who had stone face the entire video.
It was really hard to maintain the, you know, stone face, because I was like, don't laugh. No, this is not funny. Don't laugh.
You were in character all the time.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to hear some scary stories, please in the chat, please tell me, and I have a few experiences I can talk about if you want to. If not, I'm not gonna do it. So yeah.
Let us know. While we wait for responses from the chat, though, I just want to remind people that we will be at Spill Expo in November from the 10th to the 12th. We will be having an interview with the leader of Spill Expo about why they've chosen to put cosplay on the program. We will also be doing a workshop where we teach people what D&D is and how to make D&D characters on Saturday at 1 o'clock. And then from 2 o'clock till, I think, 4 o'clock, we are doing live Dungeons & Dragons role-playing from a stage in front of people. So if you want to catch that, definitely make sure to check that out. And on Sunday, we will be involved with the cosplay contest in a way, shape, or form. And also we will be interviewing some of the judges from the cosplay contest, and possibly also some of the contestants at 6 o'clock, I think. No, 5 o'clock in the evening, in the afternoon.
Cool.
So make sure to stop by Spill Expo and just say hi or come to our events, and it'll be super fun, we promise.
Cece wants us to do geekery first.
Can you do geekery? Yeah.
No, just kidding.
It only have one scary stories. Him and that sweats nervously thinking about Spill Expo.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. Himadetta says, who tries to make an Overwatch cosplay in 2 weeks? What am I doing? I don't know. I don't envy you. Good luck, sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
But do we have anything for geekery?
Good question. Have we watched, read, listened to, or played anything interesting that we would like to recommend? Obviously, Stranger Things. Watch it. Do it.
Yeah. I actually bought a package of indie, scary, Halloween sort of themed games at Steam today. I think I got like 5 games for like 170 or 180 kroner, I think. I'm not sure, but it was something like that.
Yeah, so $17 or $8.
I just started playing one of the games, which is called Fran Bao or Fran Bo. It's sort of a game of it's about a 10-year-old girl. Her family gets murdered, and she loses her cat, and she ends up at a mental hospital. And she has a bit of like scary visions, and she has some mental problems, and you have to sort of help her to get out and to find her cat. So it's like a puzzle solving game. You have to think, and it's a bit scary too. It has some like really creepy way of doing the illustrations and things, but it's a really, so far I think it's fun because it's a bit childish too, so it's not really that scary, but it has some creepy moments for sure.
Cool. Himadera is recommending Voltron season 3 and 4. Yeah, I need to finish season 1 first. I'm so bad, but I just haven't had the time to watch it. But I really like Voltron. It's super fun, and it kind of reminds me of like 80s like TV cartoons, and it's kind of cheesy, but really really good too. Action packed. I love it. MJ and Living Turquoise is recommending Super Mario Odyssey. Mm-hmm. I don't have a Switch, so I don't know if it's coming for any other platforms, but it sounds like fun. I really loved Super Mario 64. That was one of my favorite games.
What about you, Tonya? Do you have anything to say?
Well, I've been watching the Shannara Chronicles, and for
young adult series.
I think it's pretty good. It's entertaining, and it's not, it's well made.
Yeah, I watched like the first season or half of the first season. I don't really remember, and I thought it was okay. Especially for a young adult series. I'm, as a lot of you know, not that into young adult shows or books because reasons. but the Chronicles of Shannara is okay. Let's see. Cat. People are paying a lot of attention to your cat. They think it's adorable.
Yeah, I taught him that trick for like 2 years ago.
Oh, good kitty. Now I've watched Akatsuki no Yona, which I really like. I think I'm at episode 18 now, maybe. And it's really good. I like it. And beyond that, I haven't really had time to watch or read or do anything except prepare for NaNoWriMo. So I've kind of like did a writing test just to check out which kind of person I want to write the book in, like first or third or stuff like that. So I think I managed to land on a person now, on a perspective. So, yes.
Also, Randra was saying such a sweet kitty, and the cat's cute too. But I'm just gonna say one thing about Tonya's cats, because if you expect that when you at some point visit Tonya, and you're gonna get the same kind of affection from a cat, because now it seems so nice and sociable, it's not. It's gonna go hide, and you will probably not see it at all.
You might see a pair of glowing eyes staring at you from underneath her bed, maybe.
Or from behind the TV stand.
Something like that. But as long as you know, I know that you're coming to visit, and you don't ring the doorbell, you actually have a chance of seeing him, because if you ring the doorbell, he will take off like a rocket.
He knows doorbells means strangers.
Stranger danger.
Hi, we and Rose. # super late to the party. That's okay. Himadera also would like to recommend Boku no Hero Academia. I've heard a lot of good things about that show. So yeah. And she says she wants to do a cosplay group of the entire class. Good luck. That's a lot of people to get together.
People should also watch Recovery of an MMO Junkie.
Don't know the Japanese title.
So I'm guessing it's an anime.
Probably.
If you want some spooky Halloween stories to warm up to Halloween with as a podcast, you should listen to Spooked. It's a podcast where listeners they tell their stories. So there's like 2 stories in every episode. It's like 30-minute long episodes, and it's really, really, really cool. It's not that many episodes yet because I think this podcast originated in September this year, so there's not many episodes out there. But that is a very, very awesome Halloween themed podcast you could listen to.
Oh, Cece says, I'm binge watching Gilmore Girls. Had only heard the title before, no idea what it was about before I started to watch it. Lol, on season 5 now. Oops, may have watched it like a whole season just this weekend.
I've never watched the Gilmore Girls.
I used to love Gilmore Girls. I have seen most of it. People used to say that, oh, you and your mom, you're kind of like the Gilmore Girls. You seem like you're best friends. So, I don't know. I have a very good relationship with that show. I thought it was really, really fun and entertaining.
Oh, Wolf's Rain. Yes, I love Wolf's Rain.
Yeah, we and Rose is saying in the chat, considering rewatching Wolf's Rain after seeing some amazing cosplay photos on Instagram yesterday. Yeah, I've seen a few episodes of Wolf's Rain, actually. I liked it.
Yeah, I like it. I love it.
All right.
Are we ready for some scary stories
We're
now?
ready for some scary stories now.
So if anyone who don't want any ghost stories, then leave. No, just kidding.
Can't you just make, like, Sunima's scary podcast or something?
Probably not, but yeah.
No time. No
then
time.
people can, listen to it when they go to bed.
Yeah, nah. Not gonna do it. I'm just gonna tell one story, really. And it's actually one of those stories that I did actually see something. When I was a kid, I used to see a lot of stuff, so the paranormal wasn't really something new to me, or I didn't see things. One of my friends used to do, so she always told me all the things she saw, and sometimes it was so freaky that she couldn't have just made stuff up. It's not possible. So, like, I've always just thought that ghost, it wasn't, it wasn't really something that it just felt natural. I don't know. But I've always been curious on a phenomena, and I'm still curious. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't. But this is one of the experiences that I did have at Lister Sanatorium, which is an old tuberculosis hospital in Norway, long up on the hillside, almost on a mountain, it seems at least. And it is abandoned, it's old, it's full of like moldu. The rooms are, the paint on the walls on the rooms are flaking off, and yeah, it's creepy. So at this place, some of the parts of the building, the floors have, fallen in, and it's not stable in every place. So I went up to one of the floors with another guy from my team, because he had placed his backpack in a room there. So we just went up there because he had to put on extra pants because it was really cold, and he wasn't supposed to walk in there alone. So he walked up to the hallway to the room, and he changed his pants. And I wasn't supposed to look at that, so I was standing in another room. So I was just standing there, flashing my flashlight, turning it off, just standing there, and then suddenly above me in the staircase, because I was standing in like a staircase room thing, above me I could see 3 glowing lights. One was a bit bigger than the other ones, and it was like a bit oval, but it was, a bit like triangle, almost like a face at the end of it, just like that.
Like a drop, maybe.
Yeah, no,
Oval.
More like a face, not so sharp. It was just not a complete circle, but it was just a bit more edged on the bottom of the thing. But it was completely white and glowing. And next to this glowing ball, I saw 2 smaller ones next to it, like this. just really small ones. So I looked up and I saw it, and I just turned my flashlight up at it. And the exact spot where I did see this was the same place as if someone were sitting like this, holding the bars of the staircase thing and watching down at me. And it just fitted perfectly. And it was gone. I didn't see it after that, but it was just really, really, really weird. We've also, at this sanatorium, you have all heard like Morfar walking past here. You can hear like his claws at the floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we were standing in a room. We were 3 people in the whole building. We were all alone, and we can hear the sound of the dog's paws hitting the floor, walking. And we were all just standing there looking at each other like, what? Is there a dog here? And we waited, and we could hear the sound coming closer. And then it passes us, but there's nothing there. There was no dog, there was no sound of a dog, and we did not hear it anymore after that. We also heard like phantom words out of thin air. We heard a woman yelling like, hello, or something like that. There was no woman there. We were 3 people in the cellar expecting a woman coming towards her, because we were like, hey, hello. But no one there. Oh yeah, that's just a small bit of it. I'm not going to tell anything more, I think. I have a lot more to tell, obviously. But
if people want more stories, they can always ask you later. Maybe you can have a little chat about it or something like that. We don't want to go too much over time because we're already like 22 minutes over time.
We are.
Yes, very much overcast. And if anyone is interested in finding the Wolf's Rain cosplay pictures, just search for Komitenkova on Instagram. You'll find them. I just found them, so follow to the photographer. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. We will be back next Sunday. We're not really sure what the theme of next Sunday's episode will be, but we will keep you posted on that during the week. Yeah. And remember that Spill Expo is coming up. Also, Fateswain Con is coming up at the end of November. So that's going to be super cool too. And we'll keep you posted on that. And join me tomorrow for a NaNoWriMo live stream at 8 o'clock in the evening. I will be talking about where I'm at with my novel ideas and how I'll be working throughout the month of November. All right. Thank you all for watching. Good night. I hope we haven't scared you too much, and we'll see you soon.
Happy Halloween on Tuesday.
Yes, happy Halloween on Tuesday. We love you guys. Good night.